Good evening and welcome to the Filshill Golf Day 2017 from the magnificent Archerfield links. And well, you can see already, nice and early, some of the competitors arriving. Simon Hanna with a huge poly bag full of golf balls. I'm not sure if that'll be enough for 18 holes for Simon, but we can only hope for the best. And the players in enjoying their coffee and bacon rolls. What a fantastic day it is here. Some of the players very prepared, reading over the rules, looking at the stroke saver, very focused on their game. Others seem to be online. Here we have Gary Duncan and well, I thought he might be looking up some golf tips or something like that, but no. Oh dear. Well, Gary, he can't quite believe what he's reading, the options available to him. And it's probably best if we just move on out and leave Gary to his browsing. And of course there was a little clinic before the golfers teed off today in the bunker. Stephen McAllister, two-time winner on the European Tour. Well, he's got Stuart Harrison in there. I don't know if he is a miracle worker. Look at that. Yes, spontaneous applause there for Stuart. No wonder, impressive stuff. Well, it's all about having a pre-shot routine. And here's a man, well, got a bit of a Jason Duffner waggle on there. Elliot Johnson. Anytime you like, Elliot. Well, you've got to feel comfortable before you hit the ball, I suppose. You've got to feel comfortable, warmed up. Perhaps Elliot didn't get a chance to walk. We're going to have to leave Elliot. And Chris Miller, I'm not too sure if he had a chance to warm up. Let's see if he's on his natural game. Yes, he did. Oh, he must have went through a thorough warm-up. That's about as far as we can expect from Chris off the tee. Yes, well, he hasn't lost the ball, so he's delighted. And, well, I saw Graham Bell written on the list today. I thought we might have the Olympic skier, but I think we've got the Olympic swimmer, Graham Bell. Yes, backstroke, front stroke. And we get the butterfly. Nicely done. Oh, front crawl coming in now. He's got all the moves. Oh dear. And another man, Franco Margiotta, former speed skater for Italy. And well, he's still got the moves. Oh, the front crawl. These two very competitive when it comes to their warm-ups. Backstroke now from Graham. But of course, if you don't get that warm-up in, that's what happens. Elliot Johnson's still not quite ready to go. So going to cut across. And well, the well-known face and figure of Simon Hanna. What can he do with his first tee shot of the day? Well, I heard that he couldn't quite make it to the facilities in time before he hit the course. So perhaps there's a reason for going. Well, they say bears do it in the woods. I don't know about Simon Hanna, perhaps. Now, 10. Nick Williams, straight down the middle. Not very far, and he's only got one club with him today, but straight down the middle. Not very far, though. Not something you can accuse big hitting Jordan Haslam of. Look at the power generated. Fantastic power. And almost running out of trees and path there. Yes, he's been working on his power, so he'll be delighted to be 50 yards through the green. Although you have to be careful. I told you the reasons that I thought Simon Hanna might be hitting the woods, and the fact that he's got a team of people with disinfectant in there is only backing that up for me. And there are plenty of facilities in the clubhouse, Simon. Next time, just arrive on time. Oh dear. And all the chemical spray is heading over, and Nadim Akhtar, has that put him off? He's got a lot to deal with. Well, I think it maybe has. Yes. Yes, Nadim's struggling a little bit there. Well, it's a tough lie in the pine grass and the pine cones and all that. It helps if you've got a cleaner lie if you miss the green. Just like Ryan McCaffrey. Make sure you've got the right club. Make sure it's nice and clean. The ball's sitting up nicely. No pine straw to worry about. No trees in the backswing. Sometimes you're inaccurate, but you just take your chance to get the ball and attack the pin from the green side. Well, these greens proving very difficult to hit from 3 yards away for Ryan. But I think he might have just got off the fringe. And, well, another 4 or 5 of those shots and he might be close to the hole. Now, out to the... Oh, well, we've got Craig Fairfield in the bunker. And, well, he wasn't at Stevie's lesson this morning. And there's the effect. Yes, nicely out. He's just to within 3 feet, I would say there. Barry Wilson was at the bunker clinic by two-time European winner Stephen McAllister. And, well, let's see the results of that. Taking his time, taking some sand, taking more than one to get out. I would clean that club if I was you, Barry. It might affect your chances of getting out the second time. And there's sand going everywhere. I did see the ball momentarily. And Barry Wilson, third time nothing. And well, he's disappearing slowly there down a hole of his own digging. Let's get back to the first. Greg Watson. That's not a driver, that's a more lofted wood that he's got in his hand. I think, it's the 10 wood. Up it goes. Well, luckily, Archerfield have the technology to track these shots in conjunction with NASA, and the team have been working on it, and they've found his ball. They've tracked it, and they can deflect it with satellite technology, and down it comes. Great team effort round the globe there for Greg Watson's drive. And, well, there you go. Now, playing alongside Stuart Harrison. And Stuart, well, he's going with the driver. Not so much loft, as you can see. Fantastic top spin. That ball landing 20 yards in front. Finishing 50 yards in front. It's all about the top spin. And, well, possible celebrations for his longest drive this season. Not too sure now. Out to 13, Elliot Johnson. He's finally got over the waggles for his pre-shot routine. And it's good enough with the yellow ball to perhaps even beat the pro here at 13. Great effort from Elliot Johnson. Just wish he could do it a bit quicker. It's all about protecting that yellow ball though. Spencer Marshall here on 18. He's got the yellow ball for the team. They've made it halfway round. And Spencer, well, he's had enough. He can't be bothered protecting that yellow ball anymore. And he's trying to fly it into as deep a rough as he can possibly find on this hole. And not a fan of the yellow ball, Spencer Marshall. Now, down to 9, Derek Cowan. Is that a lob wedge, a sand wedge? No, it's the 3-iron. My mistake, it was the 3-iron. And on it goes, he smelt the halfway house, those haggis pies, just knocked his ball out of bounds so he can pick up and get straight there in front of his teammates. Now, Steve McAllister, available for personal lessons as well as clinics. And that seems to be a very intense lesson he's giving to Richard Boyles. I'm not sure if he's taking in all that information, but I'm sure we'll find out. Now 17, Craig Fairfield in the bunker, and well, we saw him get out the bunker nicely earlier. He's pretty confident, thumbs up. No idea why he's confident. That first one was obviously a fluke, and well, using the full length of the bunker there and staying in it. But of course, that's a test of mindset. And in fact, that's what Stephen McAllister was talking to Richard Boyles about. It's recovering from a bad shot. So he's in the rough here, and his recovery has not gone to plan. So how do you react to that? Richard, it's all about the positive mental attitude. And yes, another lesson required, I think, there perhaps for Richard and his positive mental attitude. And well, positive mental attitudes can help you with all sorts of things. They can make you almost a hole appear from nowhere, as it just has there. Lovely putt there from Dave Gannon, and beautifully done. Wonderful positive mental attitude. Now, going with the putter, a bad putt is as good as a good chip, usually, but not if you're Peter Mason, in which case a bad putt is every bit as bad as a bad chip, and some more course management required, I think. So we can move away from Peter, and we are back with Greg Watson. Now, Greg in the middle of the fairway here at 7. And, that's pretty short. Pretty short. In fact, that's not even halfway. Oh dear. Well, he's out with Stuart Harrison. There's no way Stuart will want to make the same mistake as Greg. So, well, he'll be absolutely delighted at the firepower he's shown there. There goes the flag, there goes the green. And, well, one of the biggest hitters in the field today. And certainly not coming up short. Very aggressive player, very aggressive. But, well, speaking of aggressive, 13. And Alan Cowan, tremendously strong player. The amount of grass he's shifting with those practice swings. But he's still not happy with the lie of the ball. And, well, there's the ball in there. It's lying a little bit better than it was. And, well, perhaps that could help Alan. No, he's still not happy with the lie of the ball. So he's out there with the... Not quite sure which club that is. It wouldn't be like a pair of them in my golf bag. But he's fighting about it. And that ball's lie is improving all the time. He's being very subtle about it though. He wasn't too sure that the cameras could zoom in that much, but yes, Alan, they certainly can. And that ball ready to go now. But he did it very subtly. He was away from anyone else, and well, Chris Miller tends not to be that subtle if he's looking to slightly improve his lie. He doesn't really care who watches either. And that ball sitting a little bit nicer than it was about a minute ago. Now, 18. Ross Connolly, one of the quality golfers in the field. By that I mean he's got a handicap of less than 24. Through the back with his approach, but watch this, it is in. Oh, fantastic shot, and watch the celebrations, yes, that is a magnificent 7. Oh, nicely done there, Ross. I think that deserves another smile, yes, fantastic, only a double bogey, brilliant stuff. Now we can move out to 1 and Sam Henderson on the tee, and you can see he's pretty gentle stuff. He's paying attention to that. Oh no, bit of a gust coming in. And Sam not quite able to adjust there on the backswing and paying the price, oh dear. And well, he seems happy enough. He's obviously had worse drives. Well, back now with Chris Miller, and he's in the bunker, he's taking his time. And you can see how much Scott McDonald's enjoying the fact that he's taking his time in the background there. Anytime you like, Chris. And up, and oh dear. And Scott's reaction says it all. Perhaps he didn't plant his feet quite enough. Yes, just wiggle them in. That's more like it. Yes, get the feet well and truly in there. A solid base. That's what we're looking for. Come on, Chris, you can do it. And it's out. Stay. Oh, that nearly went in the other bunker. Oh, and it's worth having a look at that again, actually, because although Chris got the ball out, nearly went in the other bunker. No sympathy from Alan Cunningham. He's just straight out laughing at Chris. And well, this is where Alan ended up. And I tell you what, karma. That's one reaction to have with Chris. It's another when you step up and do that. And yes, karma coming round to Alan Cunningham. Let's see who's laughing in a couple of minutes. Bunkers, of course, no problem for Ross Connolly. Ross nicely in. And Ross, another one who didn't attend the bunker clinic today. And there are, well, look at that. It's the yellow ball. And nicely played. Well, he's a master with the ball, Ross Connolly. As is this man, Barry Wilson. Barry used to be a trick golfer, in fact. He used to put on a trick show, and there's nothing he can't do. Watch this pick up we go, and no. Well, just pick it up with the back of the putter. His friend's helping out. No, not well, he's lost it. Oh dear, he's not a happy man. And oh, can't watch him try to pick it up again. But look at this for a shot, ladies and gentlemen. Just calm down. Everybody focus. Waz Khaliq from off the green, and that is in. What a magnificent putt. And well, it doesn't seem to be celebrating too much, but that's a fantastic effort. His friend's picking the ball out for him and moving on. Well, when the camera's there and the pressure is on, it can bring the very best out in you. Out to 4th, and Simon Hanna, nearest the pin and the yellow ball and the camera. Double amounts of pressure, triple amounts of pressure, and straight at the flag, but just a club or two short. But he's got the yellow ball, he's got the cameras, he's paying for this footage, so therefore we have to show Simon Hanna with a magnificent 2 at the 4th. Look at that, absolutely brilliant. Yes, there's the celebrations. Well, when you hold a putt like that and you know it's for birdie, you're going to celebrate all the way. He's played 2 shots and he's picking it out the hole. And well, although it might not have been as good a putt as Waz, we're going to have to finish the night because he sank that putt, but he's got absolutely no idea what it was for. He's run out of fingers and toes to count, and we think it was a 13, and with that we have to say good night from We Film Golf and the 2017 Filshill Golf Team.